let's lock in and get to know me, because I've been asked quite a few times some questions and a little get to know me video. So I've been given questions from a wonderful subscriber, and yeah, let's lock in for this Q&A / get to know me. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be answering some questions which a lovely subscriber left for me on one of my posts a few months back, and I said I would film a Q&A for them and I never did. And then recently another person has commented underneath one of my videos asking for a get to know me. So I thought there's no better time than to do this now. So I have a list of questions in front of me which I will be answering for you guys in today's video. I'm sure this video is going to be short and sweet, and just as like a quick get to know me sort of video, Q&A style. So question number one, I have the questions on my laptop in front of me, so if I'm looking down, that is why. Question number one is, what inspired you to start a channel? I grew up watching your typical YouTube, so your Zoella, Marcus Butler, Pointless Blog, Louise Sprinkles of Glitter, Tanya Burr, Jim Chapman, like the British YouTube squad YouTube, and was always very much in awe and was like, I would love to do something like that. That looks so much fun. I was very jealous of the VidCon and events that they would go on. I was obsessed with like Jack's Gap and like Casper Lee and Thatcher Joe and just the pranks and stuff like that. I found them hilarious. I loved the beauty style. I then started to try and create my own beauty blog, and that never went anywhere. I kind of gave up quite quickly. I would take loads of photos, start it up, and then just would give up. And so it got a few years later and I was watching more and more YouTube and more BookTube as well, and I very much was like, I could do that and I want to do that, but then it was very much the fear of, I don't want people I know knowing. And so life presented me with this opportunity. I was moving away, I was going to Liverpool, and I was like, I can just start it in secret. So a few months before that, I started a Bookstagram account and didn't tell anyone. And I think I might have told my brother's girlfriend very early on, thinking she's not connected to any of my friends, no one needs to know. So she followed it, and then I told my best friend, and then it kind of spiraled from there. And I just then went up to Liverpool and created my first video, and then decided I'm going to share it straight away with everyone that I follow on a personal account as well as my public Bookstagram account. The evolutions kind of come from there. I changed my Bookstagram account into a kind of an everything account, and I am so inactive on there, it's painful. It's something that I need to work on, but I like archived a load of my Bookstagram posts because I was just like, I don't really relate to a lot of that content, but I also don't not relate to it, and I like looking at the content when I'm on Instagram. And so I do need to do a resurgence of the Bookstagram account / my Instagram account and just kind of revamp it, but I just haven't yet. And so what inspired me to start my channel was something that I've always wanted to do, and I do really enjoy it. The side of it that I don't enjoy is editing, but I've kind of learnt my way of that, and I normally put something I want to watch on in the background or YouTube on in the background, and will kind of like chip my way at it. So that's what inspired me to start my channel. Question number two is, what type of content do I enjoy making? I enjoy making content that is authentic to the moment. So things like book videos. I love reading. I never want to take that away from me. I love workouts. I love productivity. I love routines. I feel like at the moment, content creating has, for me, somewhat put me in a bit of a rut. And that's purely because up until recently, life has felt like it's in a rut. I have felt very stuck. I've been teaching and I don't want to teach. I've been living at home. I don't particularly want to live at home, but there's been no way out of teaching to get me out of like my parents' house, those types of things. Whereas recently I have just got a new job. And so I'm hoping kind of with that resurgence will help bring like that spark back to myself, my routines, my systems, which then helps bring the spark back to YouTube, because my YouTube is very much a reflection on what I do. I like to think about what am I going to do to kind of do YouTube, because this isn't a job for me. I don't like have days off where I can do YouTube. This is fun, and an extra and a hobby. So it means that I need to find ways that I can do YouTube alongside my daily life, which means that I need to find ways that I can film videos that fit alongside my life, rather than thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna film a week abroad YouTube and go, I'm at work Monday to Friday, how am I gonna do that kind of thing. So my content that I enjoy making is more like active content. I want to get better at vlogging in the moment because I enjoy watching those videos, I enjoy making those videos, I enjoy editing those videos, but I don't feel comfortable to vlog in front of people, but also I always forget. So that is definitely something that I need to get better at. What is my go-to coffee order? These questions are random and mixed and I love it. So my go-to coffee order, I don't really order that much coffee. I don't drink a lot of coffee. I'm more an energy drink girl, which I love the Abe Blue Lagoons, and I also love Aussie lemonade from Monster. So those are like my two energy drinks. If I was to drink coffee, I'm a Starbucks girly. I know, so basic. I get a white chocolate mocha with almond milk, no whipped cream. That's generally what I would order from Starbucks, but I don't drink a lot of coffee. If I make it from home, it's either an iced mocha with like Cadbury's chocolate milk or hot chocolate powder, or a mocha, again, made with a hot chocolate and then a scoop of coffee added in. What do I like most about vlogging? I love yapping. I don't know whether anyone's ever noticed in my videos, I love to talk, and everyone in my life hates listening to me talk 24/7 because that is literally all I do. So I love vlogging because it gives me an outlet to talk and yap and think about and talk about like what I'm thinking, discuss books, which I love books, discuss things that I'm doing, discuss my workout, my routines. I just love sharing things that I'm passionate about, and I hope that people can kind of see that in my videos. It's definitely something that I've wanted to kind of get across, and I don't know, I just enjoy sharing my life with other people. I enjoy talking. I think that's mainly the main thing, is I just love talking and yapping, and I thought I can do that, and I can do that for people and to enjoy it as well. The next question was, do I enjoy reading, and if so, what genres of books? So if you've not been around for a while, you might not know that this channel started as a purely book channel. I then found I was getting so worn out with reading and wasn't reading a lot, wasn't reading enough to fulfill the videos quotas and stuff, and was putting so much pressure on myself to read that I was in such a reading slump. And I was like, do you know what, I enjoy watching lifestyle videos as well, so we're gonna evolve into that. But I love reading so much. The genres that I tend to read are romance and thriller, but I am dipping my toes into a bit more of literary contemporary fiction, and so those are kind of my main genres. I don't really read fantasy, but I will again dip my toes in every now and again, and sci-fi is one that actually terrifies me, but there are a few books on my radar. So I'm very much a romance thriller person generally, but I do dip my toes in a lot of other genres as well. The next question is favourite hobbies. So aside from reading, what else do I like to do? I love working out. I just love being able to move my body. I'm so fortunate that I am able to move my body in all the different ways that I do, with running, walking, weightlifting. So I really enjoy working out. I enjoy watching TV. I never know if that's actually a hobby, but I do enjoy watching TV and YouTube, as well as creating. I think content creation as well is a very big hobby of mine. Yeah, walking, content creation, watching TV. Those are like my other ones that I do alongside reading. Favourite season? I have two, and it's not going to be the two that, well, I like spring and I like autumn. I like spring because the winter is such a slog, and if you're in the UK, it rains 90% of the year, so the winter is just even worse. So I like springs, we get like sunnier days, and we get lambs, and we get flowers. And then I love the autumn because I don't like the heat, so I'm not a massive summer fan. And so the autumn for me, kind of, it cools down slightly, but we still get warm days and you get the crunchy leaves, and I don't know, I just love that feeling of the autumn atmospheric feeling. Favourite sport is the next question. I don't play a lot of sports. I also don't watch a lot of sports. I'm not really a sporty person. I would say out of all the sports that are around, my favourite sport to watch and that I see a lot of is football, or soccer if you're American. I support Newcastle United, and yeah, That's kind of the only sport that I'm really interested in. My boyfriend plays rugby, so I go and watch him when he plays, but other than that, I don't tend to watch a lot of sport. But football, I would say, is my favourite out of the very select few that I do see. Favourite ice cream flavour? It's difficult to buy, probably chocolate, like Ben and Jerry's chocolate fudge brownie. To get, again, yeah, actually to get out of a shop, it's like a chocolate brownie. So yeah, chocolate brownie ice cream. I just love cake and I love chocolate, and so that to me is perfection. So yeah, can't complain. What's one thing on my bucket list? I don't have that much of an extensive bucket list. I would say one, like the big one that I really want to do at some point in my life is to stay on one of those little huts that are in the middle of the sea in the Maldives. I don't like heat, I don't like the sea, so I don't know why it's on my bucket list, but it is, along with your generic things like bungee jumping, skydiving, go to Australia, go to America. Like, I've got a few things, but I would say my big one, the one that I think about the most, is one of those little like luxury huts that has like a slide going down into the sea where you've got clear blue water. Just perfection. That to me sounds perfection. So yeah, that's, I would say, my big one. The next question was, do I enjoy writing? No. I don't enjoy writing at all. I've never been an English student, like favourite fan or anything like that. I loved maths when I was at school. I love reading, very separate. I love reading for pleasure. I'm not very critical. I don't like read into things. I read for the immersiveness and for the vibes. I fully commend that people are critical readers, and I do believe that I have a way to go to think about my books critically, as well as like the authors and stuff like that. But it's never been a side of my personality, and with that, I just don't enjoy writing. I never have. I never, don't think I ever will. It's never my intention to write like a book or anything like that. But you never know, it could happen. It's highly unlikely, but it's never say never. Like, situations arise all the time. I'm not massively into writing, but I obviously have to do it for like daily life and stuff. But no, I don't enjoy writing at all. Okay, next question. Favourite genre of music? I am a basic girl and I love pop / musicals. So I very much love like your Taylor Swift, your Harry Styles, your One Direction, your Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter, your generic pop music. I listen to a lot of other genres as well, but it's kind of pop or musicals. Disney musicals, mostly, or like Hamilton, Dear Evan Hansen, Wicked. I'm trying to think what other musicals that I love. Those are kind of the top 3 at the moment. Wicked is my top musical of all time. Hamilton, Dear Evan Hansen are very high on the list at the moment as well. But I love a musical, but I also am very much like pop music. So they're like my 2 genres that I listen to the most. My favourite music artist, I've just given you a list of some. There is not one that I can pick out that's like, yeah, they're my favourite. I really struggle to listen to albums. I'm very much like oh, I like that song, I like that song, oh, I like that song, and I'll just get songs and mash them all together into one playlist rather than an album. So I don't tend to have like a favourite artist. My all-time favourite artist or band is One Direction, and I'm still obsessed with their music now, but it's not like this is my favourite artist of like the music right now. What's one thing I want to do this summer? I want to potentially do like, I think the one thing that I know I'm definitely going to do and I want to do is a barbecue on the beach. The one thing that I would love to do is do a little like staycation weekend away with my boyfriend, maybe my best friend as well. And yeah, so that would be a fun one to do. So hopefully we can do that. What's my upload schedule going to be? I upload on a Wednesday and on a Sunday at 4 p.m. Wednesday and Sundays at 4. I have missed one Sunday this year and uploaded, I think, on the Monday or the Tuesday, but generally it's Wednesdays and Sundays at 4 and every week. Yeah, I need to get better at posting it on my Instagram when I've posted and stuff like that, but if not, subscribe and you'll know. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, you'll know when I upload. And if for any reason that kind of, I'm always thinking about changing my upload schedule, so if it changes at all, I will make sure I announce it in a video. Do I take video suggestions? Yes, always. If there's a specific video you want to see, if there's any books that you want, like specifically in a vlog that you've seen me like haul or anything, leave them in the comments down below. I read all the comments. I try and get back to every single one of them. So let me know any video suggestions, anything that you guys want to see, because I am all ears. It is sometimes creatively a bit hard when I'm in a bit of a life rut, which I have been, to think of video ideas. So any suggestions are fully welcomed. What is my favourite type of weather? I love a crisp summer's like a crisp sunny day. What I mean by that is like a spring day. So it's not warm, it's warm in the sun, but there is a slight breeze, it's sunny, I can wear a hoodie, but I might have to take it off halfway through the day. I just love a kind of a cool sunny day. Not too cold, not too warm, just a cool sunny day where you can still go out for a walk without really sweating, but you don't also feel like you need to layer up about 15 layers. What's my wallpaper on my phone? My wallpaper on my phone right now is a picture of me and my boyfriend at the Tulip Festival. So I will not be showing it not because I'm ashamed of him, and if you follow my Instagram, you will have seen pictures of him, but just because I'm trying to not post everything about our life on YouTube. And yeah, it's a picture of me and him at the Tulip Festival, and I love it. And it's really cute. Am I an early bird or a night owl? I think generically in my own body, I'm a night owl, but I try my best to be a morning, like an early bird. I am better when I'm in a routine. When I'm off work, I become like a night owl like nobody's ever seen. When I'm working, then I'm an early bird and I try and get as much done before work as I possibly can. If you could tell your past self something, what would it be? Don't stress as much as you do. Like, don't stress the little things. Silly things like exam results and everything like that. I did really good. I'm really proud of myself, but in the moment, that was horrific. Don't stress the small stuff. Boys, girls, like friends, boyfriends, everything will come and go, but eventually, like, you will end up being happy. You'll be in a place where you are happy. You've got the best friends around you. And yeah, I just think I'd tell my past self, like, don't worry, we are happy, and like times are tough. I wouldn't necessarily change anything. Like everything that's happened made me into the person that I am today. But I would just reassure myself that I am happy and we do find happiness. Do I have any pets? No, I personally don't. I am a surrogate dog mum to my boyfriend's dog, and she is the cutest dog in the world. Did I want a dog? No. Did I want any pets? No. But you know what? You just kind of, you win some, you lose some. And if we ever move in together, or when we move in together, she will be coming with us. So I'll be a dog mum. But no, I'm not massively into like an animal lover. So it's never really been the plan, but I love him. He comes with a dog. So what can we do? What pets do I want in the future? If it was up to me, none. But I'm sure we'll probably get another dog. You know, I've just lost all say in this. But it's not my dog. It's not my problem, as in I don't pick up dog poo. I love a dog walk. I hate dog poo. So I will refuse to pick that up. So that is his job. He is also responsible financially for the dog. That's how I do it. I've just said to him, obviously it's his dog anyway, but I've said like we've started having some discussions about moving in together and stuff like that. And I've just said like, I don't mind picking up like dog food or whatever if we need it, if we're out of the shops, but financially she's your responsibility, and that is where it will be. And that will be the same for any pets that he wants to get in the future. I don't want any, so they're financially his responsibility. What's one thing your viewers should know about you? I am like an absolute weirdo. I think I don't show it enough on camera. I feel like I try to be myself, like as authentically myself on camera as I can be, but it is so hard to know that that's going out to so many people. I'm such an inherent people pleaser, but I am such a weirdo. And I'm not just saying, like, I know people are like, oh my gosh, I'm so crazy. Like, that's not me at all. I just don't think my full personality comes out on camera. I am very much, I think I've got ADHD. I'm going for, the time that I'm filming this, I'm going for my review on Friday to see if that is the case, but I am just a little all over the place. I am energetic and laugh the loudest, and I'm quite a vibrant person, and I feel like sometimes on camera I'm trying to be so perfect and have everything come out right that it doesn't always come across, and that's definitely something that I want to work on, and I want you guys to see a bit more of like my authentic self, because I do feel like I'm stripped back a little bit on camera, and I don't like that. What's one thing viewers wouldn't guess about you? Probably, I don't know whether you would or wouldn't. I'm quite tall, so I'm actually 5'9", 5'10". So I think a lot of viewers probably wouldn't guess that about me. But also a lot of the time I don't really guess that YouTubers are really short. I think I'm just used to like my height, and I feel like everyone that I'm watching is about the same height. And then the last one is, may the person that gave me the questions a shout out. Yes, you can. I believe their name is Kyle. I will put a picture up on the screen of their username. But thank you so much for your questions. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, gotten to know me a little bit more. If you ever have any questions or anything you want to know, like, just leave them down below. And obviously I'm happy to do another Q&A if you want to. I haven't opened up the questions further because I copy and pasted these over and there was so many that I was like, let's get these done first, and if we want a further Q&A then we can do. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video if you want to see videos like this again in the future. Subscribe to be notified, subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified when I post another video, which again was Wednesdays and Sundays. And comment questions, video suggestions, anything you want to comment down below. I read them all, I respond to most as soon as I can. I do respond to all as soon as I can, but I respond to most like relatively quickly. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Goodbye.